So you are able to see my screen, right?
Yes.
Thank you. Resource groups, copy DBX practice. So most of you know how to create this SQL server, right? Because Sri helped you in creating this SQL server and SQL database while walking through ADF, right?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Drop table, drop table. These are early. I created them earlier. Let me delete everything. Drop table departments one. Drop table departments. Okay. Okay. Now nothing. Okay. So in the earlier class, we have discussed the different languages, different, I mean, DDL, DML. So based on commands, we have segregated them into different languages. Let me open that slide. Mm, yeah. So we have discussed this one. What are the different languages in SQL? So they divided. These are not exactly different languages. They divided into four languages based on the commands. So if you are using create, alter, and drop, so it is defining the data. That's why data definition language. And this one, so update, insert, and delete, they are manipulating the data. That's why they these commands, whenever we use these commands, they say they given the name data manipulation language. And control language, so granting and revoking the access to particular user, so that is data control language. And whenever you want to query on the tables, we will use select, right? So for querying, so we always use select. So select plus some different classes we will use. That's why this is a data querying language. And we have discussed these constraints also. And have we discussed on delete, drop, and truncate? So how they behave? Have we discussed? If yes, no problem. Otherwise, we will discuss at the end of session. Okay. So now we have discussed what are these now. So now we will try to create tables, and we will query. So we will query different this. So how can we use different classes along with SQL select? We will see. So let me create. Create means data definition language, right? Create table. So the syntax. So most of you already know. That's why I will go a little bit faster, because we have to cover most. We have to finish this SQL basics in today's session only. Okay. So create table. The syntax is create, then table, and the table name. So table name will be. So I'm using employees. So I'm creating employees table. Okay. So inside this employee table, we have some fields. So first column is employee ID, and we have to define. So in Python, no need to declare the data type. But in SQL, so we need to explicitly define the data type. So employee ID will be integer. Okay, employee ID will be integer, and we have other name, employee name field. It is so in Python it is string, right? But in what in, SQL, it is character. So in Python, it is string. In SQL, it is character. So variable character I'm taking, and with the length, you can take 20. So yeah. So do you know what is the difference between varchar and varchar? Have we discussed this one? So we have both, right? One is varchar and other one is, so let me take department also. We have one field department. So here I can give n varchar. So what is the difference between these varchar and nvarchar? So anyone knows of this, then you can explain. Otherwise, let me explain. If anyone already have idea, then no problem. You can tell. So what is the difference between varchar and nvarchar? Yeah. So char means character type. Varchar means variable length. I mean, so name can be 3 letter or 2 letter up to 20 letters. You can give any length. So that's why it is variable character. So here also variable character, but n means so this variable character varchar will allow only English text. Okay. This n varchar will allow multi-language also. If you have Chinese, other languages also, then it will allow nvarchar. And also, if you want to put some emojis on department, if you want to put some emojis, it will allow emojis also. Okay, so but in our session, we are not going to use any other language or any emojis except English. So I will use varchar only. Department and salary. So salary will be int. And so, so Python is case sensitive and SQL is case insensitive. So integer, capitals and uppercase and integer, lowercase both work same. Okay. And city will be varchar with the length 20, and the last field is join date. So for join date we have date type also one of the data type in SQL. So join date will be in date format. Okay, it's employee ID, name, department, salary, city, and join date. So and along with their data types we have defined. So create table name and the fields and their data types. Then just enter. It will create. Uh, yeah. Okay, comma. It will create table for us. So here it has created table. Okay, so you can see earlier we don't have any table, but it has created one table for us with the name DB employees. So if you want to, okay, so we haven't. Okay, I want to select. I want to see what field it has. Select all fields. Select star from means select the basic query is select, right? After select you will give column names, but here I want to select all columns. That way I'm using star. If you want to see only employee ID name, then you can give employee ID comma name. Okay, so if you want to see from and then table name, right? So table name is employees. The syntax for select query is select, okay, followed by columns. So what required columns, what you want to select those columns, and from and the table name. This is the syntax. Okay, this is the syntax for querying on the table. So here I want to select all the columns. So I don't want to select only specific columns. We will see how to select the specific columns, but now I want to select only specific all columns. So select all columns from this table. So here you can see we haven't inserted any data, right? So just we have created the table. That's it. We have created the metadata. We have defined the data. That's it. We haven't inserted any data into this table. That's why we don't have any data. Now let me insert some data into this. So you can take new query. So insert some data into this. So I already prepared data for our session. So because it will take 1 to 2 minutes, why to waste our time? Okay, so now I'm inserting data into, so the syntax is insert into. So for creating table, create table and the table name and the fields you will give. Create table employees, table name and the fields which are there. So you will provide those, or you will insert those fields and their data type. Now you want to insert data into those fields. Now, so you want to insert data into a table. So the syntax is insert into the table name. Table name is employees and the values. This is the syntax. Insert into employees values and then the data. This is the first row. This one is second row. This one is third row. So I have total 10 values. So I am inserting 10 rows. Okay. So whatever the order you have provided while creating the table, in the same order you have to enter the values. Like first one is employee ID, next one name, next department, salary, city, join date. Same order we have to provide the values, like first one, employee ID, name, okay, department, and the salary and the city, and then followed by join date. Whatever the order, yeah. Whatever the order you have provided while creating the table, same order you have to give. So if you have only one row, then you can give insert into employees values. This row you will provide. This row you will insert. But if you have multiple rows, then they will be separated by commas. Commas you use to enter multiple values. So here I have 10 values. So I am using commas to separate each row. So I have 10 rows. So I have given every row is followed the same order which we have used for creating table. So let me run this one. So affected rows 10 means I have inserted 10 values. Okay, 10 rows I have inserted. Now you can see. You can run this. Now see, so we have inserted 10 rows starting with A, B, C. So the names will be starts with A, B, C, D. Okay, and up to John. Okay, nice. So we have inserted the data. So we have created the data and we have inserted the data. And for both of these inserting and creating the data, the syntax. Now let me you query the on table. Now what we will do? So we will query on the table using different clauses. Now, so let me okay, basic select I want to. So this one is basic select. Okay. So select operation, select querying I am using only select, not with any other class. So select uh, I want to select only employee ID and the name and their salary. I want only these fields from the table name employees. Okay, let me run now. Yeah, you can see we have almost 6 to 7 fields. How many fields we have? 3, 4, 5, 6 fields we have. But I want only 3 fields. So I don't require those fields because if I fetch all the fields now, so then I have to pre-process. I have to drop these columns from our Databricks. So I don't want to do that. So in the first step only, I will eliminate those fields. So I don't process those fields. So processing time also will be less, right? If I fetch only these 3 columns, then processing time also less because we are fetching only required columns. We are eliminating all other columns. So if you want to fetch all that, if you have a requirement for fetching all the columns, you can give. If you want only specified columns, you can give the column names. Okay, this is the basic query. So syntax is basic select syntax is okay, select and the columns, required columns, and from the table name. This is okay. This is the basic syntax for select query. So next, what we can do, select with where. So if you have some condition, so you want to select all the data, but on the you want to, so we in this what we have. So in this we have department, HR department, we have IT department, we have finance department, we have. So and on the last we have marketing. We have 4 departments, right? So I want the people. So we have 4 departments, but I want to query. I want to work with only HR people data. I want to work on HR people data. So you can use condition now, right? So here we have, okay, let me select all the data. Select star from the table name. Let me run this query. You want to query, you want to process only HR people, but here's you can see when you use select only select query, so you are processing all the employees, not only HR. We have finance, marketing, and IT also. So we have condition, right? So what you can do, if you want to process only HR people, you can give one condition using where clause, where department, right? We have department field. So this field is department, right? So where department equals to, we are using where class, department equal to HR. So what it will do? So it will select all the employees, but only with the department HR. You can see we have processed only HR department employees data only. So remaining we have eliminated. And if you want to process only New York, so in this we have many cities, right? If you want to see the people who are from New York, so you here you can give city equals to New York. What it will do? So it will process the data of the people who are from New York City. So if we can use where clause like this. So select plus where. Select condition is to select only required columns, and the where condition is to process the condition which you have provided. If you have some condition, you can use where clause. And between. So when we will use between, in the original data, we have salary column, right? So if you have salary column, but between class will be used whenever you have the interval range. I mean, the lowest salary is 50,000 and the highest salary we can see 73,000. But you want to know, so who are the employees between 60,000 to 70,000? Who are the employees with the salary between to 16 to 17,000? Then, so we have interval, right? Now we have interval between 60 to 70. That time we will use, yeah, let me, yeah. So whenever we has, okay, uh, between class, when we will use this between class, you have, you want to process the data in given interval. So you have some interval and you want to process the data of the employees within the given interval. Then we will use between class. Okay, select star from, so employees, okay, where, so we have interval, so we have interval, right? 60,000 to 72,000 only. So where salary, so where condition salary between 60,000 and, do you have any doubts? Someone is, please mute yourself, guys. Shubham, Somshikar. Okay. So between 60,000 and 70,000. Understood? So when we will use between class, so whenever you have some interval, so you have that you are using in this interval only, I want the data. So that time you will use between. So you, where you are applying that one, so on the salary column. So where salary between 60,000 and 70,000. Let me run this now. Yeah, you can see it has processed whenever we run this query, it is given the result with only 4 rows, but the salary you can see between 60 and 70,000 only. Now, only within this interval, we have the data. Other outside of this interval, we don't have the data. So whenever you have the interval you want condition, then there you can use between and clause. Okay, so now you are in recruitment team. What you are doing? So you are you have big database. In the database, you have many role. You have employees who is looking for many roles. Like data, they applied for data engineer, data scientist, data ops, data analyst, and .NET and SAP for every AI engineer, machine learning engineer. So we have many roles, but you want to select only data engineer and data analyst. Between those roles, only among those roles only you want to select. Okay, then that time we can use in clause. Okay, in clause when we will use, so we have multiple, okay, we have multiple sections, but in those sections you want uh, only some of them. Okay, so that type. So you have multiple sections. You have let me write. You have multiple roles. We have multiple rows, but yeah. So but we want only two or three. So in we want to process only two or three in those multiple rows. Then we will use in clause. So select, I will show you. So here, how many departments we have? So we have four departments, right? HR, IT, finance, and marketing. So I don't want to process for marketing and sales. I want to marketing and finance. I want to process only the employees with HR and IT. Only HR and IT people I want to process. Then that time I can use in class. Okay, select employees from this table, employees table. Okay, where, so department, right? So department in class I will use. So inside in class we can provide the list. So so I want to process only HR data, right? So I will use HR. I will give HR, comma IT. Understood? So you don't want to process all the employees. You want to process only two departments. So if you want to process only one department, then you can directly use this one. Select star from employees where department equal to HR. Okay, that time only where condition is sufficient. But you want to process the data for both HR and IT. So that time you can use in class. So in class we have these a list of these departments, right? So we are HR, we have HR and IT list. So this will process both. So if you have only one department you want to process, then directly where department equal to HR you can give. But you want to process both HR and IT, then we can use in class. Okay, let me run this query. Yeah, here you can see we have four department, but it has processed only HR and IT people. The remaining employees for marketing and finance, it has not processed. Okay, so that time we have multiple roles. If you have in real time, what you can do, so while recruitment, you can give. So where role in data engineer, comma data scientist, you can give. Otherwise, data engineer, comma data analyst. Only those you can filter out. And next, order by. So this order by class we will use for sorting. Order by class. Okay, so whenever you want to sort whenever you want to, you have the requirement of sorting, then you can use this one. So so you want to see, so we have randomly inserted these employees, right? So here 50,000, 70,000. This is not in particular order. So you want to see from descending in ascending order or descending order. You want to see the employee with highest salary, and you otherwise you want to see the employee with the lowest salary. Then what we can do, so we can use this sorting, right? So to do sorting, we have order by class. So yeah, select star all fields from the table employees. Okay, employees, and then this order by, okay, order by salary. Let me run this. So you want to see the employees with the salary, employees, and the salary column will be. So you want to see the employees with the salary in particular order. So let me run this one. So you can see, so it is in ascending order, right? So 50, the employee with the least salary is first, and employee with second salary is next. So like that. So the employee with the highest salary will be the last one. So it is in ascending order. By default, it will be ascending order. If you want to try, so you can provide ascending order syntax. So the keyword for ascending order is ASC. So now the employee with least salary will be here in the first row. The employee with other second salary will be in second row, like that. So it is in particular order. Then you can use this order by. If you want highest salary as first row and lowest salary as last row, then it will be descending, right? So for descending, the keyword is DESC. Okay. So you want to sorting in descending order. That time you can use DESC. Now highest salary, the employee with highest salary will be the in first row, and the employee with the lowest salary will be in last row. Okay. This way we can use order by class we will use for sorting. And uh, Okay, if you want to perform, so we have group by class, right? Group by class. So when we will use, so you want to group what you want to group. Here we have HR, IT, marketing, and finance, four departments, right? So you want to group them by department, and you want to perform some aggregate operations. So I today we will not go deep into aggregation function because we will discuss in detail about aggregation functions all in PySpark classes whenever we deal with Databricks. That time we will spend, I think, 7 to 8 hours on only transformations, right? That time we will go deeper into group by class. But what I want to do, so I want to show you how can we use this group by class in in SQL also. So here we have department column. In department column, we have four groups, right? So I want to group them by department, and I want in each department how many employees are there. Then that time, so I want to know, so how many employees are there with each department. In each department, how many employees? That count I want to know. That time we can use group by class. So we will, don't worry, we will discuss deeper. We will go deep into this group by and aggregate functions in while discussing this PySpark. Okay. Now I want to select department. I want to select department and count of this department also. How many employees in each department as um, uh, employee count. So, okay, I will tell you. So don't worry why I have used this as employee count. It is nothing but as employee count means it will give the name aliasing. So for this count star, it is the aliasing name employee count. I will explain once I print it. From table employees and group by department. Okay, so for sorting we have used order by class. So group by class, what for group by we will use for grouping the particular one. So for we have four departments, right? So it will, whenever you use group by, so it will be, so IT people will be in one group, all HR people will be in second group, all marketing people will be in third group, all finance employees will be in fourth group. So I have selected that department. Okay. And I'm counting. So each group, we have grouped by department, right? So how many employees in each group? Okay. Let me run this one. See, we have four groups, right? So finance, HR, IT, and marketing, 2332, right? So department, we have field that department. So employee count, as alias name, right? Employee count. If I don't give this as employee, what will happen? See. So what this is aggregate function count. So department and count group by department. So it will print four departments and the count of each department. How many employees in those departments it will print. So let me run now. You can see the difference. See, it has printed department, but there is no column name for this other. We have other field, right? Finance, HR, IT, and marketing is department, but we don't have this column name. So to print this column name, so you want to process in further, right? So that's why we need to give aliasing name. If you don't give this aliasing name, what it will do? So this column name will be not printed. Okay. So that's why I have given the column name employee count. Okay. Now, if you use this aliasing name, so for this column, the name will be employee count. Otherwise, this field will not have, it will be blank with no name. Okay. So next group by is completed. Yeah. So you want to print, you want to query on the employees table, and you want to match some pattern. So only with the pattern you want to see. Then how can we do? I mean, so we have, yeah. Let's see this. We have name with Anil, Bob, Chari, Durga, Eric, right? So, but I want to see the names with starting with A. So people with starting with A. So I want to see. then how can we do that? So we have, for that we have like class. Okay, like this one we will use for matching some pattern. Okay, we will see select all fields from this table. Okay, where name like, so this like where name, so we have name column, right? So where name like the pattern we will provide. So the pattern is, so first alphabet should be A, and remaining we are not bothering that. Percentile means, so first letter will should be A, and I am not worrying about all other positions. Then we can provide, we can use this one. See, so first name. So on which column we are applying this pattern matching? Name, right? So select from employees. Okay, no problem. Up to this we understood. Where the condition is name column should start with A. So we will use like operate like class. So whenever we want to match some position, so first letter should be A, and we are not worrying about all other positions. That time you can use A percentile. And so if you want to print, here you can see BOB, and we have Gopi, right? Gopi, second letter is O. And in Bob, first, second letter is O. Also, John, in John, second letter is O. So I want to print, I want to know, so how many people are with second letter as O. That time you can use underscore. This underscore, what it will do? So first letter, it won't worry. First letter can be anything, and second letter should be O. So this is the syntax. First letter can be anything. We are not worrying about first letter, and second letter I want as O. So that time you can use syntax like this. Okay. Now let me run. So see, so first letter I don't worry. So underscore. Second letter Bob, O, and John. Okay. Okay. So this one. If I use percentile here also, what it will print? Anyone? If you understood, then you will answer. So percentile, we know percentile symbol we will use for, we don't worry about the letters and position. And underscore we will use for first position can be anything. Okay. So now what it will print? If I use percentile in the first place and percentile at the last place and O between them. So what it will print now? Same Bob, Gopi, John, or something else? Please answer, guys, because you all, many of you know about this, right? Because many of you know SQL.
Same as this and including this, which has O will also print.
Yeah. See, Bob, Gopi, John are, yeah. So, but here Farooq has O. What it does, so first, it won't worry about the position now. So if O is in the name, so not at the starting position. So not at the starting position, not at the ending position. Between, in any place, if we have O, it will print their names. Here you can see Farooq, it has O at fourth place. Then also it printed. So it won't worry about the position. If you are particularly seeing for the position, you have to use this underscore. Let me see. Anil, in Anil, I is at third position. Okay. In Eric, I at the third position. So I want to print only the people whose value I value at third position. Then I will use underscore for two times, right? First underscore for first letter, I don't worry. Second letter, I don't worry any name. Third position should be I. Third position should be I. That time I will use this. So it has to print Anil and Eric only. So Anil and Eric only. So if you are particular about positioning, then use underscore. If you are not particular about positioning, so you want to know, so you want to match not with the position, then you can use percentile. Understood? Yeah. Next, like class, and if you want to perform some aggregate function, we will see how can we perform some aggregate functions. Select count of all employees, count star. So count star means it will count all the rows. So it will count the count star means it is going to count all the rows. And aliasing name will be total employees. Okay, total employees. Okay, and you want to find average salary. So you can use average, this one, average function. So average salary, and you want to print as average salary. Okay. Now you want to see minimum salary of the employee. So minimum, and the table column name is minimum as minimum salary. If you don't provide this aliasing, the field name will be empty. Field name will be empty, but it won't throw error. The field name will be empty. Maximum salary of employee also you want to know. So you can give the name as maximum salary. Okay. So from employees table, right? Yeah. See, so total employees, how many rows we have? 10, right? 10. And average salary. So this average salary will print average salary of this one. Minimum, yeah, we know 50,000, and maximum salary 73,000. You can use aggregate functions like this. Okay. If you want to provide, what will happen? If you won't provide this as this one, still it won't throw any error, but the column name will be empty. Here you can see. So count star, so it doesn't have any this one, it doesn't have any column name. So that's why we have to use aliasing. Now if you run this query, now it will print a column name. Okay. Yeah. Next, what we have, yeah, yeah, we have seen mm, mm, how we want to see how this mm, having, we have having class. Okay, so we have having class. This one we will use, having class will be used together with group by. So we have seen group by class, but there we haven't seen where is group by. Yeah, so we have this group by department, but we haven't, in this we haven't used any condition, right? So if you have any condition, whenever you are dealing with group by operations, and you have some condition, that time you will use that. For that condition we will use having. So let me give some one example. Select department. Okay, so I want to select department field, and average salary also, average salary of each department I want to see. So average salary. Okay. So what I am doing, so here same we have did, right? Select department and count of all department. So in each department, how many employees are there? Same we have did. But here I want average salary of each department. So for IT employees, for IT, what is the average salary? For this one, for sales, what is the average salary? That I want to see. So as average salary, okay, from employees table, and group by department. Okay, group by department. If I run this, what will happen? Okay, if I run this, so group by department, okay, we have grouped this one into 4 groups: HR, IT, marketing, and finance. And I want for each department, what is the average salary? Okay, it will print. So it has printed 59 for a finance, average salary is 59,000, 51, 71, 40, 65,000. But I want to, but I want to process. So I want to process the people average salary, department's average salary with greater than 60,000. I don't bother about these two. I want only these people. I want to check whose average salary is greater than 60,000. Then I can use this having class. Now we have condition, right? Having, so this average salary greater than 60,000. Yeah, so average salary is not there. Yes, this one we have to use. So we have 4 departments and average salary of 4. but I want to process whose whose average salary is greater than this value 60,000. So in that condition, I mean up to this we don't have a condition. So now we have some condition. So condition on average salary greater than this one. That time you will use having clause. See now greater than 60,000 only now. So only these departments have greater than 60,000 as average salary. Then that time you can use this having clause. Okay. Mm, okay, now you want to modify some data. So you want to modify some data, manipulate. So we know. So yesterday we have discussed. So to manipulate data, data manipulation language, we have update, delete, and insert, right? So update, delete, and insert. So I want to manipulate the data. So update query, update class I want to use. So how can we use update? If you want to update. Um, you want to add, so you want to add some salary. Okay, we have four departments, right? So for HR people performed well in this quarter, so you want to give bonus to them, so only to HR people. So what you will do, so you will increase their salary, right? So wherever a department is HR, you want to increase their salary, 2,000 you want to add. So how can we update them? So now we have to modify the data, right? Till now we haven't modified the data. So what we did, we have performed some operations. We have queried on the same data. We haven't changed the data. Now I want to update the data using update class. So what I want to do, the scenario is HR department has done very well in this quarter. I want to give them some appraisal. So I want to add salary to them. So how can we update? So the syntax is update the table name. So this table name update employees. Okay. So next, what you want to update, right? So you want to whenever you want to update, you will use set. Okay, set on the salary column. So salary equal to you want how much you want to give as bonus or appraisal, 2,000. So salary field is increased by 2,000. Okay, where where department equal to HR. The scenario is HR people performed well. For them, we are adding 2,000 to their salary. So the syntax is update table name and set. So you want to update this salary column, right? So salary equal to salary plus 2,000. So for whom? So whenever department equal to HR. See. So see, three people are in HR, right? So one with Anil and his salary is 50, and Eric 51. So 50, 51, and John 52. 50, 51, and 52. Okay, let me run the query now. It is increased or not? Select star from employees. So 50, 51, and 52, right, for HR. Now see, Anil 50, right, now increased by 2,052. And who is HR? 51, right, for Eric, earlier 51, now it is increased by 2,000. And John 53, right, earlier 52, right, earlier. So now 54, 52 plus 2,000, 54. So okay, now what it did, so what it does, so it increased, it has updated the data. Till now we haven't updated the data. So now we have manipulated the data using this update class. And I want to delete one row. So how can we use delete this one command? Mm, I want to delete one row, delete from employees. Okay. So I want to delete from employees. Sorry, delete from employees. Okay. So if you run this one now, okay, I will show you. So delete from employees where employee ID equal to 1. So wherever employee ID equal to 1, so I want to delete the data. So what it will do? So delete from this table where employee ID equal to 1. See, now let me print the data now. See, there is no employee with one ID because we have deleted. Okay, so in this delete command, you can you can operate, you can run this one also. I mean, without where condition also we can perform this delete. What happens if I delete from this table, what is going to happen? Now see, affected rows 9. If you select the date, now run this query. Now there is no data. If you see, the data is empty. So be careful whenever you are using update, insert, and delete. So if you give delete from this table and without any condition, it will delete the entire data. So all rows are deleted right now. So now all rows are deleted. Okay, if you provide some condition, it will delete only that specific rows. If you don't provide any condition, it will delete the entire data. Okay, so now see, we have deleted entire the data, but if I drop from, okay, drop from employees, what will happen? No, I will first I will truncate. Okay, so truncate from employees. I'm saying from. Let me create the data one more time. Um, Create table. Okay. Employees is already there. Okay, employees one I am creating. Employees one is created, and I am inserting data into employees one. Okay, run. So yeah, now select star from employees one. Okay, let me run this. Yeah, so we have 10 rows right now. So now what I'm doing, so how a delete will work. So delete will work along with where condition also. So we can delete specific rows, or we can delete entire data in this one. So if I truncate, if I use same truncate on this employees one, what it is going to do, see, truncate. Yeah. Hmm. Truncate from, how can we truncate this one only, na? 1 minute. Truncate from, 1 minute, guys. This one truncate. Okay, truncate table. This one. Yeah, okay. So let me explain. Truncate table. So what it does, so truncate table and the table name. Let me print this, this one. So now see, so now entire data. So whenever we perform delete from employees, it has deleted entire data. Okay, no, well and good. So whenever we perform truncate table, so it has deleted entire data. But in both of these cases, delete and truncate, what we have, columns we have. Columns are not deleted and tables are also not deleted. If you refresh this, you can see both employees and employees one. We have performed delete on employees and truncate on employees one, but both tables are there and their fields also there. Only it has deleted rows. Using delete function, we can delete specific rows and we can delete entire rows. And using truncate, we can delete all. It won't delete only specific rows. We don't have where condition here. It will delete entire table, but it will keep column names and the table will be there. So what we have drop, right? Drop table employees. What is going to happen? See, if we use drop, see, now there is no table with the name employees. If you see, so what drop is doing? It is deleting everything. The table itself is deleted. So if I delete employees one also, let's see. Now let me refresh it. Now there is no table. Employees one also got deleted. So what they are doing? Delete, truncate, and drop. So delete, we can, if we have some condition, it will delete only specific rows. If you don't provide some condition, it will delete entire rows. but column names and table will be there. Using truncate, we don't have any, it deletes everything. It deletes all rows from the table, but columns and table will be there. But we don't have the condition. It won't delete specific rows. To delete some specific rows, we can use delete one. So to delete everything, all rows from table, you can use truncate. If you perform this drop on some table, what it is going to do? So it will drop the table from the database. So the columns and the table, everything will be removed. Okay, this is the difference between delete, drop, and truncate. Any doubts, guys? Because we have discussed many things. If you have doubts, we can discuss for some time. Otherwise, we can discuss joins. So if we discuss joins now, then this SQL topic is SQL basics topics is complete. Today we will complete it. Any doubts till now? So we have seen many classes, right? So to query on the table, we have seen select, select with where, select with order, select with group by, and then like and having and some aggregate functions, update, delete, and how delete, drop, and truncate are different. How? Okay, so yeah. Okay. Now I want to perform join operations. Now let me create the tables again. Employees, first table is employees. Create employees table and insert data into these employees. Perfect. Now let me create one more table with the name departments. So create table departments. Okay, create table departments. And inside this we have department field and it is varchar 10. Okay. And other field we have manager and it is also varchar 10. Okay, let me create this one. Yeah, departments table is created. Let me insert some data into this. Insert into the table name, departments. Okay, and values. What I have. First one, HR. And the second one, and his name Ramu. Second one, IT. IT Nikhil. Third one, finance. Okay, finance. And the name is Chandra. And last one is sales. And his name is Vamsi. Okay, so in left table we have what HR, IT, finance, and marketing as department. But in right table we have only HR and IT, finance, and we don't have marketing. But we have other one sales. Okay, in this also we have 4 departments, but marketing we don't have. Extra one is sales. Let me insert into this. Okay, here comma and comma. Right, perfect. Now, so let me show you the syntax. So syntax for this joins. The syntax is okay. Select. So select required columns. Okay, select required columns, and then from left table. So from left table Okay. And the join name, which join you are using, join, inner join or right join or left join or full outer join, which join you are using, and the right table name. Okay. And on condition. So whatever the condition you have, this one. So we will use the same syntax for all this one. Okay. Select required columns from left table name and the join name you have to give and what is the right table name and on condition you have to provide. Okay. This is the syntax. Okay. Let me perform all the joins. Okay. So what is inner join? Inner join returns matching rows in both tables, we can say. Okay, so in both tables it will match, it will give us the result. So which whenever there is match, so whenever there is match it will provide, otherwise it won't give. So syntax is select. Okay, select employees comma employee id and employees comma department. Okay. From left table, I want to select employee ID and employee department. And from right table, I want to manager, I want to select. And next from left table name, right? Left table name is employees. Okay. And then join. So join name is inner. Right table, right? Right table inner join. Right table departments. Okay. Condition we have to give, right? So we are using in left table we have department column and in right table we have department column. Okay, so in both tables we have only one column as common column, that is department. So on that column we are doing performing this inner join. Okay, on employees dot department equals to departments dot department. So whenever there is match, so from left table and right table, whenever these departments are both are equal, then only it will perform. It give, results only those rows. Now see. Okay, here we have to give. Yeah, see, we have HR, IT, finance. Okay, only these, right? So from left table we have marketing, but in the right table we don't have marketing, right? That's why it has not printed marketing related data. And in right table we have sales, but in left table we don't have sales. That's why we don't see any sales data also. So in right and left, in right we have HR, IT, finance. Okay. In left, we have HRIT finance. These two are common. That's why we can see only HR, IT, and finance. In right table, we have sales. We don't have that one in left table. In left table, we have marketing, but in right table, we don't have marketing. That's why we don't see in the inner join. So inner join will give the resulting match. So whereas there is match. So we don't have matches for sales and marketing in both the tables. That's why it is not given. Okay, understood? Anyone has doubts? We have only 4 people now.
Yes, sir. No doubts. Thank you.
Thank you. So inner join will give us so the resulting matching rows. So how left join will perform? So when we will use this left join, so you want the data. So it will you want the data of all the employees. So you don't worry about the whether there is match or not. Okay. So when we will perform this left join, okay, left join. So returns all employees. Left table is employees, right? So it will give us all employees data. So even if no departments manager found. I mean, so even there is no because it will perform. So in inner join, we haven't seen marketing row, right? But now you will see marketing row because it is in left table. So left join will perform the left join will what gives us the result records of all left rows. But if there is match, it will provide us the match. If doesn't has match, so for marketing we don't have match, right? So what it will give? Null values it will give. Let me run this one. So see, for HR and HR, IT and finance, we have match. That's why we have manager name. But for marketing, we don't have data na. So here we don't have marketing na. So for them it is null. Okay. So returns all employees data if no department's manager also found. I mean, so we don't have data in right table. For that value will be null, but it will process all the left table data. So we have 10 rows from left table. It has processed 10 rows, but we have matching for only HR and IT and finance. For them, there is data. For manager, we have data. For manager, for marketing, we don't have in the right table. That's why it is null. What right join will do? So same, return all not employees. Now right table is departments, right? Now returns all departments, even if no not department manager, right? Employees, even if no employees in that department. I mean, so it will process all the departments, whatever the departments we have. So I mean, what departments we have. So HR, IT, finance, and sales we have now. So this will process all the departments. So for sales, we don't have the employee, right? For sales, we don't have the employees in the employees table, right? Even though it will process, but it will give us empty row, empty null values. Here you can see. So for HR, IT, and finance, we have data. But for Vamsi, you can see Vamsi is in right table. He is in sales, but in this employees table, we don't have sales. That's why from employees table, we are getting null values. Okay. So what it is doing from right table, whatever the departments we have, for them, the match from left table, it will give. From right table, we have sales also. In sales, we have Vamsi. Manager is Vamsi. But we don't have sales in left table. That's why the employee name and the employee department is this one, null. Any doubts, guys, in this one? Right join and left join. If you have doubt, we can discuss. Okay. So if you don't have this one, full outer join is nothing but so all the data of employees and all the data of departments it will give. So if you don't have match in left, thank you. Yeah. So if you don't have matches of them, then they will give us what null values. It is nothing but combination of both left join and right join. You can see here from left table it has processed marketing data, but there is no matching, right? In right table we don't have matching. That's why null values. From right table it has processed the Vamsi sales this one, but we don't have sales information in left table. That's why null values. So it is nothing but right and left join, right join and left join combination. Okay. So we also have cross join. So what this cross join will do? So it is nothing but cross join will give us the result. It is not what it will do. Cross join will give, yeah. Let me delete everything. Let me take one new row. Cross join. So what it will do? It returns all possible combinations. Okay. All possible combination is nothing but it performs a Cartesian product. Okay. Cartesian product. So what it will do? We have in left table, we have 10 rows, right? And right table, we have 4 rows, right? It will give us 40 combination, 10 into 40. So for Ramu, For Ramu, so with all the employees, and for with Nikila, with all the employees, and for with Chandra, with all the employees, and Vamsi, all the employees. So 4 into 10, 40 rows we can see. Okay, the syntax is same. Select, I want to select from left table, I want to select only employee's name, and from right table, departments table, I want to select only manager. And the syntax is from left table, right? Left table is employees, 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 right? Employees, employees. Here also employees. Okay, from left table employees. Okay, and the join name cross join, and right table is departments. Okay, and we don't have condition because there is no condition. It will give us the all possible combinations. Though, so for cross join we don't have any combinations conditions. Here you can see Ramu. So Ramu with all the employees. So all the combination Ramu. Next Nikila with all the employees. Chandra with all the employees, and last Vamsi with all the employees. So we have 4 here and 10 here. 4 into 10, 40 combinations we have. So 40 combinations it will print. Okay, so yeah, so no worries, guys, because this joins class topic we will discuss in PySpark also. So don't worry. If you understood, well and good. If you don't understand that also, no problem. But I want to show you so on tables how can we perform this one in joins. If you have any doubts, we can discuss for next 5 to 10 minutes. Otherwise, we can end the session. Any doubts? Pankaj, Sidhu, Saidu, Shubham, Somsekhar. So any doubts, guys? Today we have discussed basic classes of all the basic what queries of SQL queries. No, basic queries, and then we have seen how drop, delete, truncate will work, and then we have seen how can we perform joins. Okay, thank you. So from Monday, actual Databricks is going to start. I mean, so these are needed for data engineering. For data engineer guys, we need Python and SQL basics that we have covered. Now from Monday, what we can do, we can discuss Spark and Databricks architecture. Then we will try to create data frames and how we can read, how we can write, why we can create delta tables, and we will how many transformations we have. We have more than 30 to 40 transformations. We will use every transformation and we will discuss everything. Okay, yeah. If you don't have any questions, we can end the session and have a great weekend, guys.